All right, y'all. I'm coming. I'm here. Give me a second. Still getting my life together, child. Sorry I'm late, everybody. Sorry I am late. All right, let's go. Let's get ready to do this. Whew. All right. Can everybody see me and hear me? I was having some technical difficulties getting all this, getting my stuff set up. So that's why I want to make sure everybody can see me and hear me. What is up, everybody? Oh, I didn't know Ebby was live. Oh, no. Y'all know I don't like going live over top of my Ebby boo or my El Teddy. I did not know Ebby was live. You know, Ebby is on a new panel, you guys, starting tonight called The Queen's Corner. So we're going to go support Ebby. But I did not know that she was live. See what happens when you don't get your notifications? You do not get your notifications, honey. But I wanted to have a quick chat about this Tiffany Haddish, Aries Spears situation. I did a quick drop on it yesterday. And then look at this, YouTube. YouTube done already made this video yellow. And for those who do not know, in YouTube world, for your monetization, your video can either be green, yellow, or red. And it's just like a stoplight. So yellow means that it's limited revenue off of the video, right? And I said, just based off of the fact that we get ready to talk about this Tiffany Haddish thing, YouTube already done put a let's wait and see. I'm sorry, Abby Boo. I did not know you were live. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have gone live over top of you. But we're gonna talk about this tip. I just got home. I was out having dinner with the family, and I said I want to talk about that. Yeah, I know it's because of the topic, Xavier. That's why I had to be very careful about the title and be very careful about even when I did the quick drop, when I was reading the article, I had to be very careful in my words and all of that, because this is a very, very sensitive topic. Okay. Ooh. Hold on now. Got a little streak on my glasses. Hold on. All right, hold on, y'all. It's a very sensitive topic. So let's start from the beginning. If I had known, I wouldn't have gone. Yeah, I just didn't know, boo. You know how we move around here. You know how we move over on this side of the world. Hold on. Let me share this video out. You saw that TikTok. Do we need to pray? Which TikTok was it? I don't even know what TikTok was it, Jonathan. Do we need to pray? Which one we need to pray about? You know, a lot of times my TikToks be jokes. You know, my TikToks be jokes. So I don't know which TikTok you talk about. The TikTok I don't know what TikTok you talk about. It probably is just jokes. All right. Okay, we are live. All right, sorry, y'all. I had to answer that text. So the teacher shortage. Oh no, I meant that. No, I meant that about the teacher shortage, and that I meant. All right, let me do my roll call, and we're gonna jump into it. Lock Queen, Creative Diva, and Miss Sharon were here early on time, waiting for me. My apologize that I was late. B-Lo, Abby, Sam J, hey Xavier Bull, Robert Brown. What's up, Lafayette, Indiana, in the building? Hey, Mercedes, Jonathan, what's up, bro? Marilyn, hey, Jess Coco. Hey, Brittany Mel, you saw the video, it's nasty. Hey, Morgan. So shout out to my members. I got a lot of members in the chat. Yes, the chat is green, honey. Hey, Koala Coca. I like that, Koala Coca. Hey, Fifi, what's up, boo? Hey, Vovo, what's up, Cookie? Hey, thank you, extra smoke, my man in the house. Yes. Okay, so let's start at the beginning and work our way forward. So yesterday, I was minding my business. I was laying in the bed, taking my little afternoon nap, and I got, this notification, Tiffany Haddish, Aries Spears being sued for ... I ain't gonna say the words. I'm gonna try to be very careful in my words, okay? I'm gonna be very careful in my words. So, but if y'all don't know what they're being sued for, then my suggestion is that y'all go Google it, because I'm not gonna say it. So when I read the article, I did my quick drop. I read my article, and I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I was like, like I definitely had an opinion, but I also wanted to reserve that opinion until I had more information, because this is a very serious accusation, and I certainly don't want to be flippant in how I feel about it, because this is something that's very serious. So, unfortunately or fortunately, however you choose to look at it, what happened? So let me say this, and let me be very careful in my words. So a woman is suing Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears for a funny or die video that they recorded a few years ago, in which they were making a joke about a mother leaving her children alone with a creepy uncle. Y'all gonna have to read between the lines, and y'all gonna have to figure out what I'm saying, okay? Because I'm trying to be very careful for my words, because I want this video to stay monetized, okay? So what the mother is so what we found out is that Tiffany Haddish used to be friends with this woman. So this is somebody that was friends with her at one point in time, because I think a lot of people are going to be like, well, why would this woman, agree to her child being participating in this, yada, yada, yada. Well, this woman was friends with Tiffany at the time, and Tiffany was probably like, hey, girl, I need to use your kids because it's a set of twins. It's a boy and a girl. This is important that it's a boy and a girl. It's a set of twins. And she probably was like, hey, girl, I'm trying to do this skit. What's up? And I feel like this skit I know it took place a couple of years ago, but I feel like it took place before Tiffany Haddish blew up. Like, she was known, she was out there, but I feel like it was before she blew up. She was Tiffany Haddish. So in the skit, it's Aries Spears plays the creepy uncle. Tiffany Haddish plays the mama who always needs a babysitter. So it was published in 2014. So yeah, that was before Tiffany Haddish blew up. Like, again, she was known on comedy circuits, and she probably played a few little small parts here and there, but that was before Girls Trip and all that, and her life just changed, right? And that's not important, but it is important. And the reason why I say that is because I think the fact that these were two relatively unknown comedians at the time, I feel like it played under the radar. But we'll get to that. It's important to remember that this is a set of twins. One is a boy and one is a girl. Y'all know a lot of times in television, when you have kids, a lot of times they do use identical twins because of labor laws. They're limited in how many hours a child can film. So that's why you had Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen on Full House, and it was, one character, but the twins were playing them. And we've seen it happen. Tia and Tamara, we've seen it happen with the twins when they're babies. They switch them out. And even if you pay attention to movie credits, when there's a baby in the movie, a lot of times it's a set of twins. So I thought the boy was younger, still a minor. Maybe, I don't think, you know what? Let me rewind. You're right, keep it cute. Let me rewind. They're not the same age. You're absolutely correct. They're not a set of twins, but they looked alike. Now, let me say this. I saw a very edited version of the video. And maybe if I had seen I don't really want to see the full video, because the edited part was bad enough. Like, the edited version, I'm good. I don't need to see the whole thing. But the edited version, the child, I don't know whether it was the boy or the girl. I saw the girl was like 14, 15, and the boy was 7 at the time. Okay. So the video I saw, I didn't see a little girl. I only saw the little boy. So if the little girl is in the video, it's either edited out of the version I saw, or it's a different. It's more than one video. But like I said, y'all, I'm not digging deeper and trying to find the unedited video. I'm not. Matter of fact, I know they've tried to scrub the video. So like people have like edited versions of it. And I'm sure that the unedited version is still out there. If you know how to look for stuff and find stuff, I'm sure it's there. But I ain't digging that deep, okay? I ain't digging that deep. But the video I saw, I don't remember seeing the little girl. I do remember seeing the little boy. But maybe, and the reason why I was thinking that they were twins, because I was like, well, maybe the little girl and the little boy were being switched out. But now I do remember, in the article I read, they were different ages. I do remember that. But in the video, the little child, I'm going to say child, okay? Because at this point, I don't know anymore. The child did not have on a shirt the whole time. Throughout throughout the video that I saw, the child did not have on a shirt. And the video I saw, it was edited so that it had something covering the child. So I don't know what the child had on in the bottom. I know up top they didn't have on a shirt. I don't know if they had them in onesies or shorts or what. I don't know what they had them on, because they had it like basically blocked out for that version, right? Whenever Tiffany left the uncle alone with the child, they would play R. Kelly music. Which I don't think is cute. Now, in the, you know what? I'm just read y'all the article. I'm gonna try to be very careful in my wording, but I'm gonna read y'all the article from TMZ. It's the same article I read on my quick drop. So I'm gonna try to be very careful in my wording, but this way, everybody can be on the same page of what I'm talking about. Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears, this is what allegedly groomed a 14-year-old girl and her 7-year-old brother. Okay, so they were definitely different ages. Okay, coercing them to film explicit skits. So it says skits with an S. So there's more than one video. I feel like all of us are seeing the same video, but there's more than one. This according to a new lawsuit. But Tiffany's legal team is calling it nothing but a shakedown, years in the making. The comedians are being sued by two siblings going by the name of Jane Doe and John Doe, who claimed that they were traumatized for life as a result of allegedly being groomed when they were children. The boy also claims to have been the M word by both defendants. In the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the older sister says she was just 14 when Haddish gained her trust and convinced her to film a sexually suggestive video. And in the skit, Haddish taught her how to mimic fellatio. 14-year-old girl taught her how to mimic fellatio. The allegations get even more disturbing. In the suit, she claims her younger brother was only 7 when Haddish brought him to a home where Spears and Haddish touched him while filming a Funny or Die video titled Through a Pedo's Eyes. I'm trying to be very careful with my words, y'all. Tiffany's attorney, Andrew Bretler, says the lawsuit is purely an extortion attempt, telling us the plaintiff's mother, Taraza Morris, has been trying to assert these bogus claims against Ms. Haddish for several years. Every attorney who has initially taken her case, and there were several, ultimately dropped the matter once it became clear that the claims were meritless and Ms. Haddish would not be shaken down. Now Ms. Morris has her adult daughter representing herself in this lawsuit. The two of them will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action. The siblings claim Haddish was friends with their mother, and they say that the video featuring John Doe was published online via Funny or Die when he was too young to consent. In their suit, the sister says her resulting trauma has prevented her from dating because she's scared she will be taken advantage of and led down a path of false trust like that Haddish led her down. Both siblings say they have developed social disorders. The brother claims he is so afraid of being watched and recorded that he places band-aids over all of the cameras on his electronics. The siblings also say their mother tried to reach a $15,000 settlement with Spears over the video. They're going after Haddish and Spears for damages. Now, let me read this last part. Despite what the lawsuit claims, Funny or Die says they had no involvement in creating the video, telling us that Funny or Die found the video absolutely disgusting and would never produce such content. We were not involved with the conceptualization, development, funding, or production of this video. It was uploaded to the site as a user-generated content and was removed in 2018, immediately after becoming aware of its existence. So that means the video was up for 4 years? Interesting. Okay. All right. So let me. Yes, there's. Okay, hold on. Wait. So there's an unedited version. The one I saw was 4 minutes with a little boy. Yes, the version. I don't know what version you saw, but version I saw was edited. I thought the child only had on a jockey short. What in the dark comedy was this? They had him in his underwear. Okay, so he was in his underwear. How was it a shakedown when there's a video of it? I've got a lot of questions beyond the creepiness of the entire skit. I have a few questions on the verbiage being used because it's clear that they are all acting and it was a role. How can you sue? They cannot file criminal charges, ? So this is a girl is that legal moment. I'm definitely going to reach out to her and ask her to get a copy of the lawsuit so we can kind of pick through what's there and what's the real versus what's, what's being sensationalized for public consumption. Legally, I do not know. I don't know if the statute of limitations is up. I don't know if they tried to go to the DA and the DA didn't pick up the case. I don't know enough information about the legal side of this. Yeah, I don't know enough information about the legal side. Even if this was done with the best of intentions, this is not like who would think this was funny? I understand that comedy comes in all different shapes and sizes. I understand that. I get it, like that everybody's comedy ain't the same. Like I get that, but I'm just trying to choose my words very carefully, y'all. I know things in hindsight are always 2020. Like it's very easy for us in 2022. I've seen a lot of responses on on Twitter and social media. I've seen a lot of that as it relates to people's response, right? People are like, oh, this is sick, this is this is that, this is the other. The mother, this isn't a situation where the mother is just saying, wait a minute, you did something to my children. By the article, this is something that Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish have been aware of for years. It sounds like the mother has been trying to get some sort of a settlement for years. Because if that's the case, couldn't the little girls from The Color Purple sue Steven Spielberg, or even recently on HOT, what's that? House of the Dragon. What happened on House of the Dragon? I watched House of the Dragon. What happened on House of the Dragon? The description said it was a PSA to single mothers. I understand that the mother has been trying to get the stop driving and texting, Eagle fan. I know that's what you're doing. This just feels like they're both have serious issues and are hiding behind comedy. Fifi said, let me hush. Child. It ain't that I want to hush. It's that I'm really, 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 really trying to come up with my words. So let me try to address what you're saying, Xavier. So let me say this. Yes, we have seen a lot of children in very sensitive scenarios in movies, on television shows. Yes, we have seen that. But I think the difference, and I don't know, this is conjecture on my part. I feel like the argument that the mother is making, is maybe she was not aware that this is what was happening when she agreed to let her children be a part of this skit. Now, I don't know that to be a fact. Whereas like The Color Purple, there's a script. And I'm sure there was preparation. These are dramatic roles. It wasn't done to make fun of. It wasn't done to make it comedy or make light of. Like, that's not how this was. It wasn't done that way. You understand what I'm saying? Versus this skit that was supposed to be a joke. You know, the Aries Spears is making Michael Jackson jokes, and you know, they're playing R. Kelly music. You know, like, it was all a joke. Versus when we see these movies and stuff, it's very, very, very. It's taken. It's a dramatic thing. Like, you. And again, I know with comedy and stuff too, but it's just, you know. And here's the reality. And maybe that's why there was no lawsuit, you know, criminal lawsuit. Maybe that's why it's civil. The mother is saying that her children were traumatized behind this. You know, there's a part in the skit where Aries Spears ends up in the tub with this little boy. Now, he's fully clothed. In the clip I saw, you know, he's fully clothed. He has his clothes on, but the little boy isn't. And this grown-ass man, that's part of the skit. That's not funny. That's not comedy. To me. I think they're saying they were actually violated. Well, that's the other part too, keep it cute. They are saying that it's more than just the skit. They are saying that they were violated. And that is another part of this. That they are saying that they were violated. The little black girl on home. But that's, to me, Xavier, that's not the same. When the little black girl is saying, oh, hey, Pat. When the little black girl said that, like, to me, that's not the same. That's to me, that's not the same. That's one line in a role. It ain't like the little girl was laying in the bed with the man. Normally, if there's a sensitive filming, they're supposed to have a parent there and clear the set. It's normally done. Yeah, and that's the other thing I was going to say, too, that I feel like there was probably some things put in place, some precautions put in place, some things put in place when we see this stuff, you know, filmed. I feel like there are probably laws or guidelines in place for legitimate movie sets that there's supposed to be certain things in place when these things happen. That I'm sure none of that was done for these little skits. Because the video I saw looked like they filmed it in in her house. You know what I'm saying? It looked very basic, okay? Little boy was probably there for hours in the tub feeling weird. We don't know. But this what I'm going to say. And again, if I'm her attorney, oh, we settling this. Why would you want this out? Nobody knew that this video existed. It had been taken off the website. It had, for the most part, like Tiffany Haddish, if this was going to come out, it would have been come out. Like this was under the radar. This was under the radar. Nobody knew about this video. What's up, Peace? Nobody knew about this video. When I say nobody, nobody's a strong word, so let me not say nobody, but it definitely was not out there in the public like that. It was not out there for public consumption like that, right? And so a lot of people did not know anything about this video. Do you know how fast I would have cut that damn check to that woman? Especially now, you got the money, Tiffany. And I'm not saying nothing ridiculous. I don't know. But if she was willing to settle with Aries Spears for $15,000, girl, add a one to that and pay that woman off. Because just the optics of this ain't good. And that's even if you want to say, oh, well, it's just comedy and this, and this. The optics ain't good, Tiffany. The optics ain't good, ma'am. And for you to just be like, it's extortion and she's just trying to get money out of me. I don't know what argument you can make, ma'am, that's going to get the majority of the people. Now, it's going to always be people. But I don't know what argument you can make that's going to get the majority of the people on your side. Do you understand? Especially, like I said, especially these last couple of years, Tiffany, you got the money. Why would you fight this? That makes no sense to me. That says a lot about Tiffany. I agree. I'm surprised they didn't settle behind me. Peace. And the stuff that people are saying on Twitter and stuff about Tiffany, girl, you in trouble. You in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. I mean, I don't know how you twist this. Because when I did my quick drop, I hadn't seen the video. But even the part in the video where it says that she taught the little girl how to mimic fellatio. I got a problem with a grown-ass woman teaching a 14-year-old girl how to mimic fellatio for a skit that I'm going to put on you know what I'm saying? It's just crazy to me, y'all. It is it's crazy to me. I don't know. My favorite line from you and Whoopi, you and Danger Girl Child. You know how I feel about my Whoopi. Y'all know how I feel about my Whoopi. But yeah, I just, it's not a good look, Tiffany. Now, you notice I ain't even really saying a whole lot about Aries Spears because as a man, and it was nothing cute about that. It was nothing funny about it. Nothing cute about it. None of that. And like I said, I saw the edited version and I was like, wow. And I saw the edited version. I don't know if I would have been able to sit through the whole version. I saw an edited version of the video. Now, like I said, I'm sure that the actual unedited version is floating around, but I don't even want to see it. I don't want to see it. Listen, Tiffany better call Olivia Pope because she needs to do some serious damage control. And her attorney is not helping her cause because her attorney is almost coming off as this woman was just trying to get some money for nothing and Tiffany ain't do nothing to her and Tiffany ain't blah, 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 blah. And the fact that these two women used to be friends, I feel like there's a bigger story there that we don't know about, right? I feel like, no, Dominique, she was friends with this woman. Her and this woman were friends, and she probably said, girl, I need to use, so and so. I'm filming a skit. I'm working on a project. I need them to film with me. The mother may or may not have even known what the content was until after the fact. Because if they were friends and I'm cool with you like that, and I know you're a comedian and you trying to get your career off the ground, and you're like, hey, I'm going to film these comedy skits and I'm putting it up on Funny or Die. This could be my big break, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you done hung out with my kids. They call you Auntie Tiff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. When it says that these women were friends, there are tiers. There are levels to that. It didn't say they were best friends. It didn't say they were sister girls. It said they were friends. So I don't know. They might have been acquaintances. Like, I don't know that. But the article said that at one point in time they were friends. And I just feel like when that woman called you, because it goes back to what Peace Love just said. It goes back to what Peace just said. It really makes me question your decision-making skills, Tiffany, because the fact that you filmed this and didn't think and thought it was funny and thought it was cute or whatever, the fact that you filmed it, that says a lot. But when this woman came to you and said, whoa, like my kids, they having nightmares, or they traumatized, they told me what happened, I don't know how I feel about that, blah, 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 blah. Girl, you should have cut the check. And even again, moving on into your career, if this has been going on for years, that means this woman has come to you multiple times. And for your attorney to be like, oh, well, her case he alluded to the fact, oh, well, her case must not have had any merit because lawyers kept quitting. Maybe lawyers kept quitting because she didn't have the money to pay them. Everybody don't take shit on contingency. You know what I'm saying? And remember, she wasn't Tiffany Haddish when all this stuff was first going on. She was just a struggling ass comedian just like everybody else. She wasn't Tiffany. Now she Tiffany and she got some money. I bet you that woman didn't have a problem getting an attorney this time around. I bet she did not. The minute she walked up in there and said Tiffany Haddish, and listen, if I was an attorney and that woman walked up in my room, my office, and said, I need an attorney because I need to sue Tiffany Haddish, I'd be giving her the side eye at first. I'd be like, you need to sue who? I'd be giving her the side eye at first, like, who? But then when she showed me that video, I'd have said, baby, sit down. We got some business to talk. How many zeros you want me to put on that check? Because in my mind, I would be thinking, no celebrity, movie star, TV star, no person that's in the public eye would want this video to become public. But the fact that it sounds like your ass rolled the dice on this with your attorneys and was like, I ain't paying her shit. Like I said, it really does have to I have to question. I really do have to question you. I'm sorry. I really do have to question your thought process on this. Curious to know how Hollywood Unlocked will spin this. Tiffany and Jason are best friends. I'm going to say this about Hollywood Unlocked. The one thing that we can love and hate about Jason, Mr. Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee, I feel like Jason Lee would sell his left rib for the story. So, yep, him and Tiffany are cool. Him and Tiffany are friends. But I feel like if it's a story there, and he can make money off of it, I feel like he's going to report that story. Now, I could be wrong. You saw how he threw Nene ass under the bus last week, and him and Nene supposed to be friends. And he threw Nene ass right up under the bus and told all her business about what was going on between her and Tamar. He cool with Tamar too, but he friends with Nene, like him and Nene be hanging out type friends. I feel like that. I'm with you though, Peace. I am interested in seeing how he gonna spin it. I will say that I'm interested in seeing how he gonna spin it. But I think, especially if this thing grows legs, which I think it is. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I think this gets worse for Tiffany before it gets better. Now, I'm just telling you the truth. Now listen, I got about 20 minutes, y'all. I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to put the link on my. I'm gonna give the link to members first. I'm gonna give the members the first option to come up and give me y'all's opinion on this. Please, please, please. Let me say this. Please, 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 please be careful in your language. This is a sensitive topic. Y'all know YouTube don't be playing about certain buzzwords. Please we know the topic. We know what this is about. Be careful in your language, please and thank you. Okay? Please and thank you. Be careful in your language. I do want to hear what y'all have to say because it's not that I'm trying to be careful with my words too. I'm trying to be very careful with my words. But baby, child, it's a mess. So I'm putting the link up here for members. Y'all, and remember, like I said, you do not have to show your face, but I do need to verify that you're a real person before I bring you up on the panel. I will never, show your face if you don't want me to. But I do need to verify that you're a real person and not a troll or not somebody that's trying to troll me. All right, members, the link has been posted on my wall. I'm going to give members about 10 minutes to come up first, and then I'll post the link in the chat. And like I said, I got about 20 minutes before we got to head over to the Queen's Corner to support Abby and the new panel over there. Imagine how long the children held it from their mom because they didn't want to come between the mom and Tiffany's friendship. That's a point, China Black. That's a point. That's a point to think about it. Jason is mad that Nene gives all her scoops to AT Alien. She sure does, because AT Alien told that story 3 months ago, but whatever. I'm shocked she doesn't already have a publicist's written statement out ready. That says a lot. Right, and I'm going to be honest, Peace, I don't think her attorney did her no favors. That statement that her attorney put out there, because the statement that the attorney put out there alludes to the fact of, or makes it seem like, well, basically makes it seem like she just bitter. Well, she just been trying to get money off of my client and we won't give her no money, so she mad. But when you see that video, listen, and y'all know how I feel about, I don't like blaming parents for stuff, so I'm not going to blame this mother until I know more information about the mother and how the situation happened and when she started trying to get some money for her. Like, I'm not going to judge this mom because I don't know enough details to be like, oh, well, she shouldn't have done that. I don't know. But what I will say is, this is a mother who said, listen, you damaged my children. And I'm looking for money for whatever she was going to do with the money. I don't give a damn if she was going to take them to Disney World with the money, okay? I don't care if she was going to take them on a shopping spree with the money. I hope she was going to take them and get them some therapy, but I don't know. And I damn sure wasn't going to judge her or question her about it, okay? This is a woman who doing the best she can with these children. We don't know when she found out. We don't know how she found out. Hell, she might have found out when she saw the video. And she might have been like, what the hell? You didn't tell me that's what you was doing with my kids. You said that you was going to do a skit. You ain't say you was doing that kind of a skit. Like, you didn't, because the title of the skit, has the P word in it. But I'm sure she didn't tell that woman, hey, I need to borrow your 7-year-old son and your 14-year-old daughter, and this is what I'm going to do, and this is how they're going to be dressed, and this is the grown-ass man that's going to be, like, I promise you, listen. It's 100 people in this chat right now. If it come out later that woman knew exactly what Tiffany Haddish was going to do with her churn, I will cash app every single one of y'all $10. And that's the truth, Ruth. I promise y'all I will. Because I don't believe for a second that woman knew what the intent was in that moment. Now, she knew she was filming. She knew she was doing a skit. She needed some churn. But who would think that? Okay, hey, Medusa. Medusa says, hold on, because Medusa got some stuff to say, y'all. I seen the video and it's real. It's sickening, and I heard the story. However, they need to be locked up and blackballed and on a registers list. Also, what if the kids didn't have a relationship with their mom where they could talk to her about it? Not every kid has a relationship with their parents that allows them to be open and honest. Kids internalize things. They will take the blame for adult divorces. That's true. Hey, Cooper. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Do you know when the video was made? I think it was 2014 is what I was told. Who is this? Somebody calling me. Child, hold on, y'all. This is my daddy. It's probably a mistake. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Daddy. Daddy. Hold on, y'all. Child, my father FaceTimed me the other day, and I know good and daggone well he didn't mean to do that. My daddy don't even know what FaceTime is, so that's why I answered it just in case. But child, it doesn't look like a Nickelodeon skit. It sure doesn't. That's exactly how she found out. So that Medusa, that's how she found out by seeing the video. What's up, Six Sad World? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, boo? Hey, Starbell. Shoot, I need to start going live at night sometime because I be seeing people I don't see all the time. Hey, y'all. The mother didn't know she trusted Tiffany with her children. Right, because they were friends. They were friends. It would be on site. Listen. Let me tell you something. I don't know how you defend this. And I know I'm repeating myself. All right, let me drop the link. Let me drop the link for everybody. I know I'm repeating myself, but let me just say this. And again, remember, you do not have to show your face, but I do need to verify who you are verify you're a real person before I bring you up here, but you do not have to show your face. But let me say this, child. I watch, but don't always type in the chat. Okay, no problem, Cooper. Listen, I love y'all, people that be in the chat, people that be in the bushes. I love that you answered your dad's call. I'm gonna always answer my. You saw I answered my sister the other day and she ain't want nothing. Child, we planning my nephew's birthday party. Listen, this is a side note. Let me lighten the mood for a second. So we planning my nephew's birthday party. And I love my sister dearly. But sometimes I feel like my sister forget that he not my child and he not my mama's child, that he her child. we planning the party. I said, I'll buy the cake, right? I said, that'll be my contribution to the party. I will buy the cake. She then gave me these very explicit instructions on the type of cake she want. She want cupcakes for the kids so they could be individually wrapped because of COVID. But then she wants an actual cake for my nephew and for us to take a piece off of. I said, why we can't just get a big old sheet cake and cut the shit up like everybody? Why do we have to have individually wrapped cupcakes for the kids? She talking about COVID. I said, then she gonna say, we having a pizza party because my nephew only eat pizza, chicken nuggets, pasta, macaroni, and cheese. He don't eat hot dogs. He don't eat hamburgers. So we be like, fine, we just order some pizzas, okay? And that'll be cool. Now, it's a Power Ranger theme. My mama done already ordered the Power Ranger, so he gonna have an actual Power Ranger at his party. She gonna say to my mama, she said, so we doing pizzas. She said, Ma, you ordering the pizzas? My mother was like, am I supposed to be? I said, what the hell you doing? But she is getting everything else. She getting the balloons and the decorations and stuff. I said, I feel like I'm getting a checklist. Like, I said, what the hell? Anyway, just to light the mood. My baby doing good. He started kindergarten on Monday. They wearing him out. No, he likes the red Ranger because red is his favorite color. So he likes the red Power Ranger. So I just ordered, let me show y'all. I ordered his Halloween costume, child. Y'all know how kids do. They get stuck on something, child. So that's his Halloween costume, child. He said he wanted to be a Power Ranger. He wanted to be the red one. So he's going to be the red Power Ranger. Hey, Danny. Hey, what's up, little sis? Happy birthday. I'm getting churro mini cakes for my birthday Monday. I know that's right. All right, so listen, y'all. I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. Here go my predictions. I honestly, truly feel like it's gonna get worse before it gets better for Tiffany Haddish. I do anticipate within the next. It's a holiday weekend, but I anticipate between the next 42 to 72 hours, Tiffany is going to have to make a statement either directly or through a publicist. Should have already been made. It should I'm like peace, love. It should have already been done. A statement should have already been made. But the fact that so many people are now seeing the video, most of us have seen edited versions of the video. If you go through Twitter and you just look at the hashtags and you look at what's being said on Twitter, people's response, people are sick by this. They're calling for her to be canceled. They're calling for her to be, they're calling for her to go to jail. It's not going to be pretty for the next. It's not going to be pretty for Tiffany for a minute. That's my opinion. That's my prediction that this is going to get uglier before it gets better. And she's going to have to come out and say something. It's just, I am just shocked. I'm really, really shocked that she allowed this to go this way. I am so shocked, y'all. Because again, if it's me and I know I got the money, like Tiffany, I don't know what her net worth is, but I know in the last 4 years, Tiffany's net worth has quadrupled. She could have paid that woman and this would have hopefully stayed under the rug. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that I'm saying that it should have stayed under the rug, because I think this was sick. And I think that there's some issues here. But if it's me, if I'm her attorney, her manager, her publicist, her assistant, hell, her damn chef, I'm like, girl, you need to go on and just cut that woman a check and make her sign an NDA. Like, pay her, make her sign an NDA. It's no more excuses. And if Tiffany says she didn't know the video was wrong because she was sexually abused, I'm going to, Medusa, she better not go down that road. She better not ease on down that road. How long do you think they will start pulling movies and appearances? That's a good question, Fifi. Unfortunately in this country, oh, hey, babe, I didn't see you backstage, Mo. Hold on. What's up, Mo? How you doing, boo? Mo Media? I can't hear you. If you're talking, I can't hear you, babe. Hold on, let me put my banner up. I know Mo Media, but this might not be Mo Media. And put my banner up for a second. That's the book club. The book club has restarted. That's October selection. Let me see if I can. Mo, I'm gonna put you backstage. If you can hear me, I cannot hear you. So I'm gonna put you backstage, okay? And just put it in the back chat when you are ready. Put it in the private chat. I know Mo Media. He has a YouTube channel, so I'm fairly comfortable. Okay, he went off. Maybe he's having some technical difficulties. Okay. But let me say this, and this some stuff that people don't want to hear. Now, this gonna be some teaching. Y'all don't like this kind of teaching, okay? But we have a double standard in this country. If this had been a man and it had been a little girl in that tub, she would already be canceled. There wouldn't be a contemplation. Any project that had her name on it would already be canceled. Any thought that this person was going to be in the movie would be gone, wiped out. Y'all see how fast they fired Kevin Spacey and redid the whole damn show he was on, House of Cards. He was a star, House of Cards. They killed his character off and made his wife the president and fucked up the show, but they got his ass off of there. That's why you asked Fifi. Yeah. Again, do I think it's going to happen? Yes, I think it will happen. But I do not think it's going to happen at the rate of speed that we see it happen when it's a man. It's a double standard. Unfortunately, in this country, when we look at, even when it comes to physical assault, even when it comes to sexual assault, we look at things different. When I say we, I ain't talking about the people in this chat. I'm saying as a society, we look at it differently. We look at it differently. If the only person in that video, if it had just been, because I'm surprised, Aries Spears ain't getting as much because he's not the bigger star. If Aries Spears was on the level of star status as Tiffany Haddish is, he would be getting a lot more. But because he's just not that big of a star, the person who's the bigger star is taking all of the spotlight. And that's Tiffany Haddish. And again, I ain't saying anybody's right or wrong. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying it just is what it is. You know? I bet Aries leaving Lizzo alone now. You know, somebody wrote it under my video. Somebody wrote a statement, and it might be somebody in the chat right now because I don't remember who said it. But somebody wrote under my video said, "Do you think that's why Aries Spears attacked Lizzo the way he did? Do you think maybe he was trying to get in front of this and maybe trying to take the attention, like hoping that this would fall under the radar because everybody would be so busy cussing him out about Lizzo?" And I said, you know what? Maybe. Mo, if you were in the chat, try to come back up, boo, because I couldn't hear you. So if you're in the chat, try to come back up, because I'm gonna be here for about another 5 or 6 minutes. But I want to hear what you got to say. You're correct. If it was a man, he'd be under. Listen, if it were a man, he'd be arrested. They would have tried to find a charge. They'd have tried to find a charge, child. Even though the statute of limitations is up, they'd have tried to find something. But he definitely would be, beyond canceled. Like, there would be nothing. If he had signed on to do a movie in 2028, they'd be like, nah, we good, bro. We're going to go ahead and we're going to recast that. Like, there would be nothing. He would be a pariah. He would be public enemy number one. And I think that as a society, we are moving very slow with Tiffany Haddish, because I haven't, as of before I went live, because obviously if something came out while I was live, I would not know. But as of when I went live, I hadn't heard anything about Tiffany losing anything, any sponsorships, any endorsements, any movie roles. I ain't heard nothing. And if y'all had, put it in the chat, please, because I would like to know. But I haven't heard anything. Have y'all heard anything? I ain't heard shit. Why the mother tried to get $15K? She was trying to get compensation. But I thought it was funny that she was trying to get $15K from Aries Spears. I wonder how much she was trying to get from Tiffany. And remember, when all of this started, Tiffany wasn't who she is today. So the first payoff probably wasn't as much. What did Fat Joe say? Today's prices, yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. What Fat Joe say? Yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. His price went up. Baby Tiffany, the price has gone up, boo. You probably could have settled this and had that woman sign an NDA 3 years ago, probably for $150,000, $100,000. And you could have had that woman sign an NDA and you could have went on about your business. And even if this video had come forward, she wouldn't have been able to speak on it. And if you was really smart, you'd have made the kids sign an NDA if they were of legal age. But you decided to roll the dice and play hardball. What state was it recorded in? Some states are changing the laws on the statute of limitations. Yes, they are. Like, I know California has changed the statute of limitations, and I think Nevada. I know when I was looking at the documentary on Bill Cosby, Let's Talk About Cosby, I know 2 of the states, the women who accused Cosby of assaulting them, they have been successful in getting the statute of limitations for assault changed. I think in one state, maybe it's Nevada, there is no statute of limitations anymore. It's just like when you kill somebody, there's no statute of limitations, and it might be Nevada. I don't think that's California. The girl is now 22 and the boy is 15. Tiffany's been acting like something was wrong since she was dating Common. Child, Common be making people lose their damn mind, child. $15,000 for some people seems like a lot. Maybe she didn't know how much she could get. And I also think, again, that's what she wanted from Aries Spears. I think, again, she was looking at how much he was worth and what he had. I mean, I don't mean no harm, but what he got? I don't know if the show is still on, but Tiffany was the host of the show. Which, that's right. It was like the updated version of Kids Say the Darndest Things. Oh. I'm going to just be quiet. Let me tell y'all something. And y'all know we've seen this a lot. And I'm going to say this and then I'm going to be done with it. Y'all know how a lot of times the avalanche, it's like the dam breaks. All it takes is one accusation to come out, and then it's like the avalanche. Y'all know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all hearing me? Y'all listening? Y'all hearing what I'm saying? That may be coming out in the next 24 to 48 hours too. Okay, Mo Media is back. Let me get you up here, Mo.
Sorry, y'all. My Wi-Fi had went out.
It's all good. I can hear you now, boo. How you doing?
Hi, y'all. Hey, really.
Hey, so what you got to say, boo? What you got to say?
Um, it's a mess. Quite frankly, you already know, and it's unexplainable and it's indefendable because she grew up in and out of the foster care system, and she know what it. She see that kids can be exploited. So you trying to exploit kids for a quick come up on Funny or Die, and which I get it. It must have been a big deal for her back in the day, being on that big
Mm-hmm.
platform. But why
Mm-hmm.
use that platform for that and to expose those kids to that? And then she got a whole show, kids do the darndest things. Like I don't even know if people are gonna feel comfortable having their kids around her, or how she's gonna continue that.
Yep. First of all, before everybody in the chat, this is Mo Media. He is a content creator on YouTube. Y'all check him out. He's got some good stuff going on over on his channel, so y'all definitely check him out.
Thank
Um,
you. And subscribe, like, share the video, share the live, all that. We trying to get to 10K on Really Beach channel for real.
we are trying to get to 10K. Thank you, boo. We at 78. We hit 78 yesterday, so we are definitely trying to get the rest of that
Yeah, that's amazing already.
2200 before the end of the year. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be an uphill battle, but one viral video,
I
one
am
viral
going up
video.
this mountain for my marriage.
That's
That's
it. Okay.
That's what I got to say
Um.
to uphill. But she a mess. Like you said, she needed to add a one to that 13,000 or whatever, however many thousand. She needed to pay her a quick 200,000. She got it, or she can get it. Um, and hustle her that money, or hustle her that therapy. Offer empathy in this situation. Now she reminded me of, like, it's kind of tacky, like Tasha K when she doubling down on the BS when everybody can see that it's BS.
Mm-hmm.
No. An
Now,
apology is what the Will Smith route is what she should have did.
yeah, definitely. Now, I see there's a comment in the chat that says Tiffany is innocent until proven guilty.
That is
Let me
true.
say this. Let me say this. As far as the allegations of her touching those children, she absolutely is innocent until proven guilty. And I have not touched that. If y'all notice, I have not touched
Yeah.
anything as it relates to that part of it because I ain't going down that road.
Right.
But what I will say is when it comes to her making an inappropriate video with children, we see the video. I'm sorry, that ain't innocent to me.
No, not at
Now, as
all.
far
And
as
and
her
the fact that she
touching,
knew the mother.
right? As far as her touching anybody, I'm not touching that because
Right.
again. But as far as the other part of her making an inappropriate video, there's no debate about that. We've seen the video, and if you haven't seen the video, go find it. I'm not gonna tell you to get it,
And
but
that's why it's indefendable.
if you Google, the right stuff, you'll get what you're looking for. But I ain't
Yeah.
about to tell you where to find it, but it's out there. And I saw, like I said, I saw the edited version, and I was sick because I was like, this, like, who thought this was funny?
It's nothing right. It's not satire. Now people were saying, it's art or whatever
Hey,
the case
Chef
may
Don
be.
Don.
Hey. But it's not art. I mean, art is subjective, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not the same as when it was in The Color Purple. Like you were mentioning, those are dramatic pieces. It's not making fun of that
Right, it's
because
a
at the end
script.
of the day,
Yeah.
that's trauma that the kids is going through, whether it's you laughing at it or you crying at it. That's the trauma,
Mm-hmm.
It's just tacky to be laughing at kid.
And you know what, Jessica? I thought about that too. Jessica's statement says the concept was downright disgusting, but they could have made the video without actual kids being in it. It would have still been deplorable, but at least kids would not have been harmed. And you know what? I said the same thing. When I looked at the video earlier, I said, now, they could have done this whole thing and done the exact same thing that they did and didn't have to actually use children.
Right, just older, like old people.
Yeah, like they could have had. I was even thinking they could have had puppets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or they could have just had her yelling up the steps at the uncle, saying, "Hey, because if you've seen the skit, hey, I gotta run out. Can you watch the kids for me?" And him just kind of doing the okay, with the little creepy look. You know what I'm saying? I still don't think it would have been. I still wouldn't have thought it would have been a good career move, but there was a way to do it without including children. And the fact that both of y'all grown ass folk thought it was okay. Like I said, that one scene where he literally ends up in the tub with that boy. No.
Yep.
And the
who
boy,
knows how many takes that took to
right,
get the
right,
right one.
right. Cartoon animation. There were just so many different options. Oh, how about just don't fucking do the video?
Right.
How about that?
Find
Because here's
something
the reality of the situation. I know I'm guilty. We all have had these great ideas that we thought were good ideas until we really sat down and tried to map that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at what point did y'all sit down and map this out that y'all thought this was a good idea? Like at no point in time did one of y'all stop and say, "Oh, y'all, we might be going too far. We might be pushing this too far. We might be doing too much." Like at no point in time did y'all edit yourself and say, "Yeah, we might be doing too much."
No, I don't think they clear. Some comedians, they'll take anything low hanging fruit. They think anything is funny or do anything for a chuckle, and that's not.
Yeah.
And I've always I love Tiffany, but she's that kind of comedian that she's not afraid to embarrass herself for a chuckle. But these is kids that you're getting involved now.
Yeah. And so again, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and
right, bash this lady.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't have a defense for it. Like I said, I'm not gonna speak on the other accusations because again, that does go deep, and I wasn't there, and I ain't gonna say that woman put her hands on those kids inappropriately. I ain't going down that yellow brick road. But as far as the video is concerned, she should have paid that woman. She should have paid that woman.
Period.
Because I don't see this going anywhere good.
But why go and say that she is exploiting you and put attention to it?
Yeah.
It just
y'all know that arrogance. We talked about that arrogance over here before.
Yes, it'll get you. Cause she been kind of wilding lately. She has acting crazy toward her fans. Hey, you seen that video of her screaming at the fan?
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that video.
I don't know. So this her, you know, her wilding out at the lady does not seem out of her character at all. So prayers up to her. You know, that's all you can do, and hope she make it through this. Hope that it's not what it looks like,
Yeah.
because it's looking real funny, and it's looking like Girls Trip 2 is canceled.
Oh, yeah, it probably is.
Or y'all want to be Simone instead?
Be Simone. I don't want neither one of them.
I'm playing. No,
No,
don't
I know.
nobody
I'm just saying I don't want neither one of them. Well, we are getting ready to head over to TTB
Thank you
to
so much for
support
having me.
Abby.
Oh my gosh.
There's a new panel over on TTB Network with Abby. It's called the Queen's Corner. Abby is a part of it. Y'all know I love my Abby.
Shout out
I
to
did
Abby.
drop the link, Citizen Jane. Did you want to come up? You're one of my members. Hold on. I'll drop the link one more time. I'm not gonna stay up here long, but I will drop the link one more time.
Yes, the Queen's Corner. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for Abby. I think this is gonna be a great opportunity, a great panel. There's some good people over there. They got some really good things planned. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I didn't mean to be on here as long as I was. I was just saying I've been on here an hour, child. I said I was gonna come on here for about 30 minutes, but I'm gonna let Citizen Jane up for a few minutes because she's one of my members and she's a good supporter. So I'm gonna let you come up and say your piece, babe. We're not gonna stay long, but I'm gonna let you come up and say your piece. Hey, what's up? What's up? I'm Jane. How
Hey
you doing,
Jane.
babe?
Hey, sweetie, how are you? I won't hold you. I just wanted to say one thing in defense of Tiffany. I don't know if anyone might have mentioned this, because you're right, Mo, she has been acting weird. But one thing we forget is the internet has changed a lot since I first came on the internet in the late 90s, right? So I'm finding that a lot of people, a lot of things that used to be funny or we used to laugh at are now like, oh, don't do that. You know, that you can get canceled for things that you've done in the past. My daughter, God love her, has got me on TikTok, right? Because I started my channel plugging my own stuff. I started my own channel.
Oh, well, you gotta let me know what the link is. I can drop the link for you.
Oh, okay, sweetie. Well, let me get my sea legs up. It's like I'm building a plane while I'm learning to fly.
Whenever you're ready, you know I support it. So whenever you're ready.
Oh,
we all gonna support it.
I appreciate y'all, but that was an unintended plug, but I appreciate the energy. Because I was over on TikTok and I see these videos that are supposed to be comic skits where they've got little kids saying things like, my mommy was drunk last night. And then somebody responds to it. And it's like, yeah, she was smoking crack or something equally outrageous or very adult, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's part of a skit where the adult person who's responding to it obviously isn't in conversation with that child, but it's all part of a skit. And all I'm saying is that since I've been over on TikTok, especially, I've noticed that it's harder to go viral. I think even James has mentioned that. And we have to remember that when this would have occurred, if my timing is right, people were doing all kinds of wild things.
True.
Like they were they were staging like family holiday dinners and getting into fights. There was the dad who took a hammer to his kid's Xbox on camera. You know, there was a lot of attempting to go viral that way. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'm afraid this is. Because what else it reminds me of is the young man who was on the cover of the Nirvana album, Nevermind. Mm-hmm. When he became an adult and he needed money, he tried to sue for child pornography because he's naked on the album cover. And so he tried to say that he was exploited as a child. because he couldn't consent to him to a picture of him being taken as a naked baby. I say believe everyone, but I'm a little concerned only because I'm thinking, what is the context of what we're seeing?
Yep.
What is the time of it? But to be fair, I think this is also part of the reason she's cutting off her hair, she's losing concentration. Like Mo pointed out, she was a very family friendly brand, and she did have the kids do the darndest thing program as well. And you know, just the allegation would mean you could never work with children again, even if it's not true. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Just the allegation, no one's gonna want to take a chance on you. And I mean, I support Tiffany because she's a sister,
Yeah.
but I will admit that a lot of her humor is not my cup of tea. And a lot of her humor does lend towards that over the top, like the thing she did on Girls Trip with the grapefruit.
Yeah. Or and the pills or whatever it was she smuggled in the plane. You know,
Yeah,
it's low hanging fruit, and that's okay. But the
mhm.
thing is, that don't make it right. Two things can be this. You know, they can exist at the same time. Tiffany can be
Right.
great, and this video is horrible. And she was trying to use it as a come up, and that's okay. But you know, now it's catching up to her.
Right, but
Right.
that's all I'm saying is that we need to be mindful of what we cancel, because sometimes we're reaching back for things that weren't problematic at the time they were created. Like we're like all I'm
That's one
asking.
thing, but the mom is having an issue with it, you know, at this point, and she's seeking the media and help and these things, and maybe even some money for her distress or whatever some money for the therapy probably, honestly. So
And no,
like,
and I'm not no, and I want to make it clear that I'm not condoning it if anything is bad. It's just that I'm a very empathetic person, but I've also seen a lot of people misuse my empathy and the empathy of the public for a come up. And
Yeah.
it's uncomfortable for me that this is how this thing is coming out. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that the kids are not telling the truth. I'm not saying that the mom shouldn't pursue any remedy she can for her child, because if it was me and I ever found out somebody ever did anything to my child, I always tell people, just call a psychiatrist, don't call a lawyer. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to need to prove insanity. You're going to have to need to prove that I was insane. Okay? So I am not one of those excuse making people. All I'm saying though is, at the same time, because people do think that way, there are people out there, and we know them, who have no compunction about using their kid for a come up. They just do, unfortunately. And
yeah,
with that, I'm going to be mindful of your time. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Really
yes,
be.
we do need to catch the Queen's Court. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I have one person backstage, Char, Char.
yes, sure.
I'm gonna need you to show me who you are, babe, before I bring you up here. I need to. Okay, I see there's something there now, but I don't know who this is. I don't know this name. I'm not familiar, so
Right.
I need you. I'm not gonna bring you on. I ain't gonna bring you a face on camera, but I need to see. I need you to show me who you are before I bring you up here. Okay, babe. All right, turn your camera off, and I'm gonna. Hey. All right, turn your camera off. I'm gonna let you up. All right.
Hey, I just wanted to make a couple quick comments.
No problem.
If
Thank you
you
for
can
being
hear me.
patient, because I saw you back there. Thank you for being patient.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Girl, because I done seen you at a couple different spots and I love your commentary anyway.
Thank you.
But I've been watching this story all day at work, and I worked in mental health, but I've seen like the show that she had did with him and her, and they was doing a pudding pop with the Cosby skit, and that was a little shaky for me. And that, and you know, and when I started reading the whole description, just the story of what had happened with this brother and sister, I was like, that's a little too much. She's not that funny to me. I mean, there's some things about her that's funny, but the fact that I can imagine what she was telling that girl, that's too much. And then I had actually was able to catch the some of the scenes of the boy on another YouTuber's, like, you know, she was able to show some things, and I was just disgusted because you see him getting in the tub and you see how he's like just the whole skit of it. And I'm like, she was up there being like his, you know, Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend by bringing the talent to the, you know, to the whole situation. You knew these kids from beforehand, but you knew they were a good, you know, set of kids that you could possibly bring, and they've not make any waves if some situation came about. So, and I know with most court cases, a lawyer is not going to take a case unless you be like, well, I want to at least sue for some type of money. And for them, they're going to be like, well, let's make a certain amount of money to make a statement so it can at least be known in the public, so he can either say something or not. So I understand about the mom because, like I said, mental health, and you know, trusting somebody as a friend, y'all both going through divorces and stuff, and then next thing you know, somebody here messing around with your child in a crazy way. You know, she done lost her mind. And so hopefully the mom gets some help, and hopefully the kids get the counseling that they need too. But, you know, I've also read that there is, in some states, there are kids that can get married off if their parents sign the daughter off to the man, and he could be way older. She could be 14, 15. And she could say that he raped her, and they're not going to charge him because legally he's her husband at that point.
Yep, you sure right.
Yeah, it gets a lot of a lot of these states have these old dated laws that need to be, you know, changed and updated and all that good stuff. So it definitely, it's unfortunate. Yeah, I got to get out of here. I'm already late. I thought the Queen's Court started at 10. It started at 9. So the link is up there. Yes, the link is up there. Please come over to the TTB network to come and check out Abby on her panel on the new premiere over there. It's a new show. I'm going to put it on my community wall, but I put it in the chat and I have it up here. If you could, y'all meet me over there. Meet me over there at Abby's house. Well, I mean, not Abby's house, excuse me, at TTB. And we're going to check them out. All right. And I thank y'all for being here. If
Thank you for having us.
Please hit the subscribe button. And definitely hit the like button on your way out the door, y'all. It's free $99. Okay. Mwah, I'm out. Thanks, Mo.